Hi dear viewers, welcome to a new session of informatics. Today we are going to start with history of internet browser. What is the history of internet browser? It is not the history of internet browser. It is a metadata, or it's a data where we search in the internet, or otherwise you can say it is the history of web browser where the user is Hi dear viewers, welcome to another session of informatics for BA English. Today's class we are going to start with history of internet browser or web browsing history. Web browsing history. So what is web browsing history? We all know that we always use internet browser for searching data from internet using Google or any kind of search engines, right? So after some days, if you want to know the data which we have already been searched, we can go and check in history of web browser. When you go and check in history of web browser, you can see the history of the history of the website we have searched so far. Okay, so web browsing history refers to the list of web pages a user has visited, as well as associated data such as page title and time of visit. This is the content of the web browsing history. What are those? List of web pages a user has visited. List of web pages the user has visited. Along with that, there will be some data associated with the web page, like the title of the page and time of visit. The title of the page and time of visit. Okay, it is usually stored locally by web browser in order to provide the user with the history list to go back to previously visited page. It is usually stored locally by web browsers. You know that if you want to access any internet resources, you need the help of web browser software, right? So the history of web browser is stored in local system, not in internet. The data or the history of web browser will be stored in local system. For example, if you are searching many data from your computer system, and the history of the web browser will be stored in your system, not in internet. Okay, and it can reflect the user's interest, needs and browsing habits. So when you analyze the data, when you analyze the history of browser, it will reflect the user interest, needs and browsing habits, right? So if you if you analyze the history of or the web browsing history, you can see the character of a person or the interest of a person who are using that system, or needs of the person who are using that system, or browsing habits of that person, right? All major browsers have a private browsing mode in which browsing history is not recorded. All major browsers have a private browsing mode. You can have a private browsing mode in which browsing history is not recorded, where those web pages, the private browsing, if you make it a private browsing mode, those web pages won't be recorded in history. Sometimes if you want certain information or certain web pages should not be stored in your history, you can use that. You can go for private browsing mode. That private browsing mode is there in almost all major browsers. Okay, Then this is to protect against browsing history being collected by third parties for targeted advertising or other purposes. So we can restrict the pages we are searching. We can block the browsing history. If you make it public, sometimes the third party users, they may access our history and they can easily get the information about your needs, your everything, right? Because it will reflect your interest or your needs or your browsing habits. So the third person can easily take those data so that they can understand what's your interest. Purely they are using that for advertising or other purposes, right? So to protect that, we can have an option in the browser called private browsing mode. I hope you understood. Online services provide an infrastructure in which subscribers can communicate with one another either by exchanging email messages or by participating in online conferences commonly known as forums. So now we are going to study about online services. What are the services provided by internet online, right? So online services provide an infrastructure in which subscribers can communicate with one another. Subscribers can communicate with one another either by exchanging email messages or by participating in online conferences commonly known as forums, right? Online conferences are called as forums, where many users can participate in that forum, right? Online conference. Some of the resources and services have provided access to chat services, electronic mail, file archives, current news and weather, online encyclopedias, airline reservations and online games. These are some kind of online services. What are those? Chat services is there, electronic mail, file archives, current news and weather, online encyclopedias, airline reservations and online games. These are some categories of online services. Some online services served as a way for software and hardware manufacturers to provide online support for their products using forums and file download areas within the online service providers network. Right? Some online service provides a way for software and hardware manufacturers. See, there are industry people like software and hardware manufacturers. They will provide an online support for their products. For example, if you go for any electronic equipments like refrigerator, the refrigerator manufacturer like Samsung will provide you online support, right? If you have any problem with your your product, they will provide you an online support through online services, right? The online services are: number one, online shopping or online retailing. Online shopping or online retailing. Second one is train, bus and air ticket reservation, online directory service, electoral roll or electoral register, online maps, online examination system. Yes, so these are some kind of online services. Not only this, there are many different categories of online services. These are some of the online services we are going to study. First one is online shopping or online retailing. What is online shopping or online retailing? Online shopping is a form of electronic commerce which allows consumer to directly buy goods or services from seller over the internet. With the help of internet, we can buy products, right? That buying products online is called as online shopping. So many manufacturers, many online shopping websites are available today, like Flipkart, Amazon, etc. There are many different categories of online shopping websites where you can go and purchase the product. That is called as online shopping. and also called as online retailing. An online shop evokes the physical analogy of buying products or services at regular bricks and mortar retailer or shopping center. The process is called as business to consumer online shopping. It's like a physical purchase where you can go and place the order in internet through online mode, and once you place the order, they will process the order and will get the product as soon as possible. Depends on the vendors location, right? So that business is called as business to consumer online shopping. Business to consumer online shopping. When an online store is set up to enable business to buy from another businesses, the process is called as business to business. Suppose there are some website where they are actually buying products from other business partners, and they will sell by using their websites, right? For example, there are some websites where they will collect products from agricultural products from farmers. Once they purchase agricultural product from farmers using their online websites, they will sell those products through the same online website. Those kind of business is called as business to business. That means, as a farmer is concerned, if he is selling product to one person, that is business. And as a business people or vendor is concerned, those who are buying products from farmers, they are buying products and they are selling. So there is another business over there. So this kind of business is called as business to business online shopping. A typical online store enables the customer to browse firm's range of products and services, view photos or images of products, along with information about the product specifications, features and prices. So you will get all the information of a product. You can see the image of the product, you can see the specification of the product, you can see the features and prices of the product. Okay, so you can see everything from internet. You can see everything through online shopping website. If you want to purchase a product, you can go and search in any online shopping website, and once you get into that, you can see there are many products available. You can select any of the product according to your needs, according to your interest. You can select the product. You can see all the details about the product. Online store usually enables shoppers to use search features to find specific models, brands or items, and there are some the facility where the user can easily find out the product which is actually apt for us, or apt for the user, apt for the customer. They can easily search. They can search by models, they can search by brands, they can search by items, etc. Once you get into Amazon or Flipkart website, you can see there are lots of sorting options available, right? Online customers must have access to internet and a valid method of payment in order to complete transaction, such as credit card, internet enabled debit card, or service such as PayPal, right? If once they choose a product through online websites, they have to pay for that product, right? So they need to have access to internet, as well as they need to have a payment method of payment, such as online banking. They can go for credit card, debit card, and some third party services such as PayPal, Google Pay, etc. right? Then online shoppers commonly use a credit card or PayPal account in order to make payments. Normally we use that. However, some systems enables users to create accounts and pay by alternative means, such as they can pay as Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. They can go for Bitcoin and cash on delivery, COD, check or debit card, direct debit in some countries, electronic money of various types, gift cards, invoices, especially popular in some market countries such as Switzerland, invoice, postal money order, wire transfer, delivery on payment. So these are the kind of online payment methods. What are the online payment methods? We can choose any of these methods, that is according to the country or the region. Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, cash on delivery, check, debit card, direct debit in some countries, electronic money, gift cards, invoice, postal money order, wire transfer or deliver on payment. In some countries they use this word, wire transfer, delivery on payment. This is same as that of cash on delivery. Okay. Once a payment has been accepted, the goods or services can be delivered in the following ways. Right? Once your payment is completely done, your order is placed, then how they are going to deliver the product. There are different methods. One is shipping. Right? What is shipping? The product is shipped to a customer destination address. Retail packages delivery is typically done by the public postal system or retail couriers such as FedEx, UPS, DHL or TNT. Right? So there are different kinds of shipping public postal systems. Right? There are different companies that actually take care of this public postal system, like FedEx, UPS, DHL or TNT. They will take care of the delivery of the products. Sometimes the retailer or the if you are purchasing through Amazon only they will deliver. But sometimes they are using this kind of public postal system or retail courier services, right, like FedEx, UPS, DHL or TNT. Okay, they can go for public postal system, like we can send through our public postal system, right? Indian Post, you can send through Indian Post. Or you can go for courier services. What are the courier services available? FedEx, UPS, DHL or TNT. You can go for any courier service. Another thing is drop shipping. Another kind of shipping is drop shipping. That is drop shipping. The order is passed to the manufacturers or third-party distributor, who then ship the item directly to the customer, bypassing the retailer's physical location to save time, money and space. So sometimes the manufacturers itself, they will collect the product and they will send the product to the customer's physical address. They don't rely or they don't depends on courier service, or they are not depending on the postal service, public postal system. They will directly come and give us the product. That is called as drop shipping. Then in-store pickup. In-store pickup. The customer selects a local store using a locator software and picks up the delivered product at the selected location. This is the method often used in the bricks and clicks business model. So in this case, you can select the in-store pickup location. You can select the location where you can go and pick up the product. Locally you can select the location. Suppose I have a location near to my house where I can select this location, so that the product vendors, they will send the items to this location, customer local store, this local store, so that from that local store I can collect, right? So in-store pickup means while placing the order itself, we can say this is a location where I can go and bring the product. This is the local store where I can go and bring the product. That is called as in-store pickup. Then for digital items or tickets, downloading and digital distribution. The method often used for digital media products such as software, music, movies or images. Say suppose we purchased one software. That software no need to place the order, or no need to come physically, right? We can if we purchase the software can be downloaded from that site itself through digitally, right? If you purchase the software, so that those kind of products won't be delivered, right? Those kind of products won't be delivered. Instead, they will give you an option to download the software. They will give you an option to download such kind of digital items, right? Digital items may be tickets, or it may be music, movies, images, products, software, etc., right? Then printing out. Once you downloaded such kind of digital item, there will be an option of printing out. Provision of a code for emailing such items as admission ticket and script, gift certificates and coupons. The tickets, codes or coupons may be redeemed at the appropriate physical or online premises and their content reviewed to verify their eligibility. Example, assurance that the right of admission or use is redeemed at the correct time and place for the correct dollar amount and for the correct number of uses. So what if we printing out? Suppose in some products, when you purchase that product, you will be getting some redeem points, so that you can use that redeem points for some for purchasing some other products. So you will get some relaxation in the amount, right? The actual amount will be reduced when you use that coupon. That is called as printing out, so that you can print out the copy, you can print out that items, you can print out the tickets, right? You can print out the gift certificates or coupons, and you can keep it yourself. And sometimes these coupons or gift card may be used in the shop itself. So you have to collect, you have to take a printout of this gift card or coupon. So that printout will be verified by the respective shop. Shop owner will verify the coupon and they will give you, they will review and verify their eligibility, right? Okay, so that they will give you the appropriate product in the reduced rate. Okay, that is called as printout. Will call or at the door pickup. This is another kind of delivery. Will call or at the door pickup. The patron pickup pre-purchase tickets or event such as play, sporting event or concert, either just before the event or in advance. With the onset of the internet and e-commerce sites which allow customers to buy tickets online, the popularity of this service has increased. Will call or at the door pickup, where we can purchase this kind of tickets, and once you purchase that kind of tickets, when you go and suppose we purchased a ticket for cinema or film, right? So we don't want to keep that ticket with us or with me. We can go there in the respective shopping mall or the place where the cinema is running, theater, right? Once you go there and you can say your name or ticket number, then they will get the details of your ticket. That is called a will call or at the door pickup. The patron pickup pre-purchased tickets for an event, right, such as a play, sporting event, concert, either just before the event or in advance. You can purchase that either just before an event or in advance. With the onset of the internet and e-commerce sites, you can go for any e-commerce sites where you can purchase this ticket. Not only exclusively, you don't see. Suppose if you want to purchase a film ticket, you don't want to go to that website itself. You can go for some other vendors website where they will provide the cinema tickets of this particular cinema, right? That is called as will call or at the door pickup. Then second is train, bus and air ticket reservation. This is the second online service, train, bus and air ticket reservation. This can be booked online using particular website designed for it. Right? This can be booked online using particular website designed for it. So you can go for, if you want to purchase a ticket for train, there are some website designed exclusively for train reservation. Indian Railway website IRCTC, right, provides an easy and effective way to book tickets. Right? You can go and purchase the tickets of train Indian Railway will be giving you a website for that. That website is called as IRCTC. You have to do by enter the name of the cities you are traveling from and to. You have to give the name of the city you are traveling from and to. Specify your travel date and class of train. You can specify that, first class or second class or third class, etc. Right? Sleeper class is there, first class is there. There are different kinds of classes. You can select that class and the number of passengers you want to make booking for. Let's suppose if you want to go to Delhi from Calicut, you can purchase online ticket through IRCTC website, right? There you have to see whether this train is available or not. How to see that? There will be an option to search. You have to give traveling from and traveling to places or cities. When you select those cities and click search button, you can see available trains and times as well. Okay, so once you select the the train, you can see the class, first class or sleeper class, AC class, etc. There are different kinds of class. There you have to give your travel date, right? Your travel date you have to give and class, and also the number of passengers along with you for your journey. Click the find train button and a list of all available trains for the date and class will be displayed, right? Select the train that suits you after checking its availability and click book. Then just to follow the instruction on the next few steps and complete your booking. So these are the basic information you have to give while booking a train. The payment can be done through net banking. The bus ticket can also book with various bus booking websites such as Redbus, KSRTC, Go Ibibo, Make My Trip, Abibus, etc. There are different websites available for booking bus tickets for both government buses as well as the private buses. The procedure may be same as that of train booking. Once you enter into any bus booking website, you have to give the cities from to and also the type of bus, right, date and time, as well as the number of passengers, the number of seats you want to allocate, etc. Then third service is online directory service. This is the third internet service. What is online directory service? In different states, these are provided by respective telecom circle. You will be getting the directory, the contact details of the persons, right? Different states, these are provided by respective telecom circle. For example, Vodafone, you have Jio is there. There are different telecom circle. So they will be providing the online directory service. We can enter into any sites and search for any number, right? You can go to any sites and search for the number you want. There are also provisions for this reverse search in which the number can be entered and the owner can be identified, right? There are many websites to identify the number. Say like Truecaller. Truecaller is a kind of application app we can install in our mobile phone to identify the persons, those who are calling, right? To identify the person, those who are calling, you can use for those kind of websites. And fourth service is Electoral Roll or Electoral Register. Electoral Roll or Electoral Register. This is a kind of service, another service. What is Electoral Roll or Electoral Register? It is a listing of all those registered to vote in a particular area. So you can go for electoral if you want. This type of services is this service is required once the election comes, right? You will get the electoral roll from websites, right? Election Commission websites, you will get the electoral roll. And if you want to register for electoral roll, you can go and register. The register facility is a process of voting, has to prevent fraud and may also be used to select people for jury duty. It's also possible. The Election Commission has its own websites for every state or domicile, right? They will have their own sites. By entering into this site, we can search for the electoral rolls by clicking on the respective link. You can search for the electoral roll. That is called as electoral roll or electoral register. Those who want to vote, they can go for register. They can go and register for the electoral roll, right? Online maps. That is online maps. It provides an easy way to amp and find any place on the earth, like Google Map, right? There are many online maps available. One of the popular map is Google Map, right? You can search any place on the earth. You can find any place on the earth. There are different sites facilitating the online maps. Wikimapia is an open content collaborative mapping project aimed to map all geographical objects in the world. That is Wikimapia. It's a kind of It provides an interactive web map with wiki system. Both registered user and the guest user have already marked over 18 million objects, and this number grows every day. Google Maps is also a most popular kind of application, the online maps. Then sixth service is online examination system. This is relevant in our current scenario, in our current situation. We are all in COVID-19 pandemic now. We cannot go to examination hall and write the examination. It's a tedious task for the universities, for the schools, for the organizations as well. So many of the organizations, they opt online examination system. That is, there are different kind. There are ample of advantages and disadvantages for this. Let us see in depth. It forms the lifeline of the educational institute to the functioning of the examination, right? It is very essential for an institute to handle examinations and their result. It's very essential. It is very useful for an institute to test its student continuously for their mutual development. Instead of going for a physical examination, they can go for online examination. It is very easy, right? The time, you can reduce the time. When you have a physical examination to check or verify the examination paper, it will take lots of time. But if you have an online examination, it is very easy. Within a minute or within a seconds, you will get the answer. You will get the corrected mark, right? And the system is helpful for conducting multiple choice examination, which can be conducted regularly, as well as for surprise test, and provide immediate result. This is most popular kind of online test, MC, multiple choice questions. What is the advantage of multiple choice questions? You can verify the answer sheet very quickly. You will get immediate result of this kind of questions, from this kind of questions. If you go for this kind of examination, the person who are evaluating the examination can easily find out. They will get immediate result from this. Okay. Online examination syllabus includes various courses. There are IT, commerce, science, etc., and subjects for conducting examinations as well. So that's about online services. I hope you understood. Next, we are moving to the last chapter of your syllabus, that is Internet and Academic Pursuit. In this chapter, we are going to study many topics which is actually relevant in this particular situation, and which is relevant to you as well. You have to understand Internet and academic pursuit. As a student is concerned, there are many facilities provided by Internet that you may not be knowing. Number one is, in this chapter, first we are going to study Encyclopedia. Second, we are going to study e-libraries. Third, we are going to study e-books. Fourth, e-journals. Fifth, content repositories. Sixth, online education. Seventh, internet directories. Eighth, websites of universities and research institutions. Ninth, online courses. 10th, virtual universities. 11, audio and video downloading. 12th, e-content development. 13, machine translations. 14, virtual classrooms. 15, EduSat. 16, authoring tools, etc. So these are the topics we are going to cover in in this chapter, that is in chapter 6, Internet and Academic Pursuit. That's the first one, that is an important topic called as encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. You may be heard about this topic, you may be heard about this word encyclopedia. An encyclopedia is a reference work or compendium providing summaries of knowledge either from all branches or from a particular field of discipline. It will provide you any kind of information. Any kind of information. The information can be categorized as branches, or it may be categorized as field, or it may be categorized as discipline. Suppose if you want to see an information about a politics, you will get the entire information about politics in encyclopedia. The politics, because politics is a branch, right? So it's a summary of knowledge. That summary of knowledge may be from branches. You can categorize it as branches, so you can categorize that particular you can categorize as particular field or discipline. Then encyclopedias are divided into articles or entries that are often arranged alphabetically by article name and sometimes by thematic categories, right? Encyclopedia are divided into articles or entries. It will be divided as articles. So based on the article you can go and search, or the other name of article is entries that are often arranged alphabetically by article name. They will be arranged as a article name alphabetically, right? Sometimes in thematic categories. Encyclopedia entries are longer and more detailed than those in most dictionaries. It's not like dictionaries. Encyclopedia entries are longer and more detailed. You will be getting detailed information from encyclopedia for a particular topic. Generally speaking, unlike dictionary entries, which focus on linguistic information about words, suppose if you want to see a meaning of a word, you will be getting the linguistic information. That will be there is a limit for the information, but here in encyclopedia you will get a long description or long information, such as their etymology, meaning, pronunciation, use and grammatical forms, right? So encyclopedia articles focus on factual information to cover thing or concept for which article name stands. So you will be getting a detailed information for a word or for a topic, right? An internet encyclopedia is an encyclopedia accessible through the World Wide Web. So encyclopedia can be accessed through internet, and that internet that can be through World Wide Web. World Wide Web is a consortium. It's a collection of data, right? Collection of information. The idea to build a free encyclopedia using the internet came around 1993, right? So then the idea to develop the encyclopedia came around 1993, and Wikipedia is a free, collaborative, edited and multilingual internet encyclopedia supported by the non-profit Wikimedia Foundation. This is one of the best encyclopedia available in internet, Wikipedia, right? It's a free, collaborative, edited and multilingual internet encyclopedia, right? It can be edited. Suppose one person have entered some information in Wikipedia, and after some time you note that that information is wrong, right? That information is wrong. you can go and edit that information, right? So Wikipedia, you can go and edit, you can add the information, you can add the new information to the Wikipedia, and you can edit the existing information if it is wrong, or if there are any complaints regarding that information. Anybody can go and edit. That is Wikipedia. It's a non-profit Wikimedia foundation. It's having 22 million articles. There are 22 million articles in Wikipedia. 22 million articles. Almost all articles can be edited by anyone. Anybody can edit the article. As of August 2012, as of August 2021, Wikipedia articles have been created in 323 editions. There are 323 editions with 312 currently active and 11 closed, right? There are 323 editions are there, and 312 currently active and 11 closed, right? Then list of online encyclopedias currently available. Let's see the list of online encyclopedias. So in this you can see the site Wikipedia. It's a most the number one encyclopedia in the world. That is Wikipedia. There are languages, so you can see various. There are 323 languages supported by Wikipedia. Newpedia, language is English combined with Newpedia, and there is Interpedia, Everpedia, Citizendom, Conservapedia, Scholarpedia, Encyclopedia Britannia, Baidu Baiki, Encyclopedia Kalbalna, Eurat, Encyclopedia.com, Bike.com, Columbia Encyclopedia, Kronoska Encyclopedia, Protani Encyclopedia, Densto-Dansky Encyclopedia, right? These are the list of online encyclopedia currently available. Okay, you can go and see the information. There are many others as well, right? Then let us move on to ELibraries. What is ELibrary? In the name itself you can guess. Our library can be converted into electronic form. The library can be converted into electronic form, so that if you have a computer system, you can access the ELibrary, where the books are available in electronic form. Anybody can access at any time, but if you have authentication, right? If you have if you are authenticated, if you are right to access ELibraries, you can go and access any time. That is called as ELibrary. A digital library, also called as online library, an internet library, a digital repository or a digital collection, is an online database of digital objects that can include text, still images, audio, video, digital documents, or other digital media formats, or a library accessible through internet. So a library may consist of not only books, it may have still images, you may have audios, you may have videos, you may have digital documents or other digital formats in one place. That is called as ELibrary, okay, or digital library. Objects can consist of digitized content. I told you it's a kind of database where database consists of digital objects. So what is objects? Objects can consist of digitized content like print or photographs. You may have print or photographs, as well as originally produced digital content like word processor files or social media posts. You have word processor files or social media posts. In addition to storing content, digital libraries provides means for organizing, searching and retrieving the content contained in the collection. So what is that? In addition to storing content, digital libraries provide means for organizing. You can organize the digital content. There is a provision to organize the digital content. I can go and search for the digital content. You will get the search information by retrieving the content contained in the collection, right? So digital library is defined as a potentially virtual organization that comprehensively collects, manages, and preserves for the long depth of time a rich digital content and offers to its targeted users communities specialized functionality on that content of defined quality and according to comprehensive codified policies. This is a definition of digital library. A potentially virtual organization. Obviously, it's a virtual organization, right? It's a potentially a virtual organization. What the virtual organization provides that comprehensively collects. They will collect this organization. Virtual organization will collect, manages, and preserves for the long depth of time a rich digital content. So this organization will collect the digital content, they will manage and preserve for long depth of time, right? And offers what they offer. They offers to its targeted user communities specialized functionality on that content, right? See, suppose if we have set up a digital library where this digital library consists of millions of books. Those millions of books are varied, or those millions of books are from different categories or different areas. It may have from IT. There are books for science, there are books for biology, there are books for commerce, there are books for psychology, etc. So in that case, according to the targeted user communities, for example, there are some users that are targeting psychology books. We can organize, we can give an organized way of giving a psychology book itself from millions of books, right? And of defined quality and according to comprehensive codified policies. It will be giving you a defined quality. The quality of books is fantastic if you go and see the ELibraries according to the comprehensive codified policies. Okay. The term virtual library was initially used interchangeably with digital library, but it is now primarily used for libraries that are virtual in other senses, such as libraries which aggregate distributed content. So the term virtual library was initially used interchangeably with the digital library. A distinction is often made between content that was created in digital format known as born digital and information that has been converted from a physical medium called as paper through digitization. There are two kinds of content. There is a digital format, there is a born digital and physical medium. What is born digital? Content that was created in a digital format. Content which are created in a digital format, that is called as born digital. You can see there are some books which are digitally created, that is called as born digital, right? And there are certain content which is converted from physical media, which is taken as a scanned copy. Using scanner we can scan a book, and the same can be stored in a computer system, and the computer system will upload that in internet so that you can see, right? That is called as physical media. That is called as what? Information that has been converted from physical media, paper, through digitization, right? Example, paper through digitization. So there are two kinds of information available in ELibraries. You can copy from internet. Sorry, the information can be created in digitalized format. The other kind is you can scan from books, physical books, and can be stored in internet so that you can view that, right? The term hybrid library is sometimes used for libraries that have both physical collections and electronic collections. For example, American Memory is a digital library within the Library of Congress. So there are some libraries which is called hybrid library, which provides a physical access as well as the electronic access. Physical libraries along with online library. American Memory is a digital library where it provides physical access also. That's it about today's class. If you have any doubts, you can send me through WhatsApp or through YouTube. Thank you.